Eric Martin with BoardGameGeek. I'm here with Mike Elliott, designer of Fightin Words, game from Ultra Pro for 2 to 6 players, which we will learn right now.
Hi, Eric.
Hi.
So this is a light play word game. As you know, that's kind of my wheelhouse, and totally not trading card games.
Yes.
But
maybe there'll be a collectible element later.
Yeah, it's got cards in it.
Okay.
So this is kind of sort of a Texas Hold'em style game using words. I know what you're thinking. There have been a few things in the past, like word poker, a few things that have kind of gone in that route. But this one has kind of a few twists, and it's also got kind of a set collection element to it that makes it a little different. But the basic play is fairly similar to Texas Hold'em in terms of the start.
We're going to get some cards each.
So each of us is going to be dealt 2 cards. And each of us is going to throw one of our 15 starting coins into the center. And then we're going to flip up 3 letters into the center.
Okay.
Now, these letters, even if it's the same letter, have variable values. So, like, not all the A's are worth 1. Some A's are worth 2. So there's kind of a scale on things.
And they have different symbols as well.
And they have different symbols. And the symbols are very important in terms of, because that's the set collection element which ends the game.
Okay.
You end the game if you can collect 7 of one symbol. If any player collects 7 of one symbol, they get 10 coins and the game ends, and the player with the most coins wins.
Okay.
And that's the end condition.
All right.
Now, on top of flipping these 3 cards up, I'm also going to flip up a modifier card. Now, this modifier deck has kind of Scrabble / Words with Friends style effects, such as this particular one triples the value of 1-point letters and words.
Okay.
So if you have 1 point, this would be a 1-point letter. If you put one of those in your word, it's now worth 3 points instead of 1.
Okay.
So when we're betting, we're going to bet on who has the highest total. If 2 of us tie, we split the pot unless everyone is out.
Okay.
But the betting is very simplistic. So we had the ante. Now we look at our initial hands here, and you try and think what you could spell.
And you can only use, I assume it's sort of standard word game, no proper names.
No proper names, and you can challenge somebody's word if you want, and then basically you'll have an agreement on what the challenge thing is. Like you could use your Merriam-Oxford web app and see if it's a legal word.
Right.
Would kind of be the modern version of pulling out your dictionary.
Okay.
And if somebody challenges and they're correct, the person loses, and the person challenging gets half of the pot, and the rest stays in.
Okay.
If somebody challenges and they're wrong, then they throw in an extra coin. Is usually but you can have various challenge rules, or you can have informal ones.
Okay.
The challenge is kind of just mostly friendly.
Right.
All right, so now we have these 2 cards here, and we're going to think about what we could spell here, and we're going to decide whether we want to stay in or not.
Okay.
So if we want to stay in, we'll throw in 1 more coin.
I do.
Now, remember, when you're making a word, if you can make a word that has 3 of the same symbol, then you'll get a bonus. You'll get one of these. You'll also get a bonus to your word of +2.
Okay.
And you'll get a coin from the bank as well.
Okay.
So there's kind of a little
adding up the modifiers here. What we have. Okay.
There's a little payout table, which shows right here. I don't know if you can.
Well, we can just mention 3 of a kind. You get a bonus. 4 of a kind. Oh, so we need to.
So three of a kind is 3 of the same symbol. 4 of a kind is 4 of the same symbol, and 5 of the kind is 5 of the same symbol. Okay. So that adds to your word, and it adds to money. That you just get free money if you can make one of those. Now, had I chosen not to stay in the hand, I could have folded. Now, when I fold, I put my cards face up on the table. And I'm still in the hand, and I can still score set bonuses and collect tokens. I just am not eligible for the pot anymore.
Okay.
So it's kind of like everyone, even if you fold, you're still in the hand.
Right.
So now, once we've thrown in for this one, we now flip up 2 more cards. Oh, sorry, out of the... And this is the final thing.
Okay.
So now we look at this. And...
Yes. Okay.
And now we decide if we want to stay in or So now we can either throw a coin to stay in, or we can fold. If I were to fold, you would just take the pot down. But
Okay.
then we could, then we.
I'm
So okay.
I got mine.
So now you declare a word.
Okay. I have a brain
Brain.
in here, which has 4 of the stars, 3 ones as well, which are actually all 3s.
Okay.
So this would be, I guess, 15 total.
15 total, and you get 4 of a kind. So 4 of a kind
So
automatically
it's
pays.
3 more.
Yeah.
So 18 total.
18 total,
Okay.
and now you also get.
2 coins because I have a 4 of a kind.
You have 2 coins for 4 of a kind, so you get 2 extra coins from the bank,
Right.
and you get a token for having 3 of a kind.
Okay.
Now my word is rib, which I could either play out. My last letter is an H.
Okay.
So somebody watching this.
That all those eyes are not beneficial to you. No.
So I still get the 1, 2, 3 of a kind bonus, which 3 of a kind gives me 1 coin from. I get a coin from the bank, and I get a token. But you take down the pot,
Okay.
and you collect that.
All
Now
right.
these get discarded, and we go on to hand 2.
Okay.
So it's very simplistic play. As you play, you're going to collect these tokens. When you get 5 tokens of the same type, you can trade it in for a 5x token.
Right.
And then as we collect tokens together, we're going to get to the end of the game.
By someone hitting that 7.
By someone hitting a 7.
7 level.
If one of us hits 7 of a token, we'll get 10 coins. If 2 of us hit it, or 2 or more of us hit it at the same time, everyone gets 5. And then basically we'll count up our gold, and the person with the highest total of gold wins.
All right.
It plays with 2 to 6. The 6 is mostly a limitation just on time frame. You could actually play with more people if you wanted,
Right.
because it's as I said, it's kind of got elements of Texas Hold'em, and you can play a Texas Hold'em table with 9 or 10 people if you want.
Yeah.
it's
And I imagine,
just-
yes, some people will also be throwing in anyway when you have an IH
Right.
with 2 eyes on the table.
Now, if for some reason you actually run out of money, you get to bet the bank's money
Okay.
you get to throw in from the bank. Then you
Okay.
can start working up again. But if you get low down on money, your odds of winning the final game are pretty low.
That's right.
But-
you can try.
But that's basically the gist of the game. A typical game, as I said, probably takes about 30 to 40 minutes. You'll play probably about 12 to 15 hands.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Mike, for the overview of Fightin Words.
Okay, thank you.